This builder cut every single corners. Let's talk about it. So we did a previous video before, right? And we spoke about the homeowner, how we're doing a total transformation to his home. We also spoke about how he found us. He found us on YouTube, like this channel right here. But in doing the roof, we started to remove the siding. Now, this house was built over 30 years ago, back in the late 98s, right? 98, 99. That built his home, cut every single corner, which I don't blame really the builder. I blame the inspector. Let's talk about problems that happen in new construction homes, right? Generally, you're gonna, within the first or 2 years, you're gonna see a leak. You may see those leaks. You may see the expansion, contraction in the bathroom with the tiles, or from the first floor to the second floor if they didn't put brackets, more straps, right? You'll definitely see it have problems of ventilation, not enough ventilation, so there's a lot of moisture inside the attic. You'll see even wood floors buckling, and you'll probably see tiles separating. So you'll see some bad installation as the house starts moving. Remember, when you do a brand new house, the house will settle within about 2 to 3 years, and you'll start seeing hairline cracks. One thing, that's just one problem. The other problem is just a bad, cheap, cut corners, build a house, and try to make all the money you possibly can and give the client what they think is a beautiful product or nice finishes, but in reality, they're not getting nothing. So let's talk about the problems. So we already replaced 47 sheets of plywood. Now we purchased 10 more sheets of plywood. And you may ask, why did we replace the plywood, right? You need something, what we call a nailable substrate, something that's strong that the nail is gonna be able to hold. Whether it's roofing or whether it's siding, a nail has to be able to hold this. Most of the plywood here was already warped, bubbled out, and water was just filtering through. And this is just an example. We're gonna replace all this, right? Water filtration was just coming in here, and everything is buckled. On the other side as well. So now we're gonna be replacing this. And you may ask, Junior, can you just install it on top of that? You can, right? Because you may say, well, you're gonna install Hardy to the stud, right? Yeah, but as per James Hardy requirements and codes, they want it to be a solid substrate. So if the plywood is damaged, the plywood is rotten, guess what? It's not considered a solid substrate. And then what's gonna happen if you have a warranty issue in 5 to 10 years, James Hardy is gonna come back and say, this was not a solid substrate and it had damage. How did this happen, and where did the builder go wrong? So just look up here to the top gable. So you see that siding right there? There's no house wrap or any exterior barrier, right? Or minimum half inch insulation underneath that vinyl siding. So that vinyl siding was straight right to the wood. The client was always saying, hey Junior, we always, when we get a Northeastern, that in the winter, it's always cold in that room. But he was paying for all this energy, and it was going right through the walls because there was not even a minimum of half inch insulation. So it wasn't even a thick siding, right? A 0.44 or a 0.46. This was builder grade siding, which was probably a 0.40. And the builder cut corners so he can save money, and not save money for the client, but save money for himself. So when he sells the house, he can make a big profit. So at the end, the client or the new homeowner is gonna have all that pain and all that suffering incurred to themselves. So there's more people to blame. Let's talk about it. So who's to blame, right? Number one is definitely the town inspector, maybe 30 something years back. Generally, when you're building a brand new home, the inspectors have different levels of inspection, especially for a new construction home. So I would say number one blame is him. Scratch that. Actually, he's number two. Number one is really the builder. The builder is liable at the end of the day for everything in building the house. So if the builder decides to use cheap house wrap, and he'll have an effect for that cheap house wrap. If he decides to use no house wrap, which he did here, he's actually to blame. He knew what he was going through. He knew what materials were gonna be on the site, what type of color siding, the color of the roof, everything that was gonna happen, the tiles, the flooring, everything. So he knew what he was doing before he did it. It's not like, oh, that's not just, oh, we're gonna do the siding. Okay, deliver the siding. Oh, there's no house wrap. Put up the siding. No, he knew. And number 3, it would be the homeowner inspector. Now, most home inspectors are not going to be able to climb a roof, but a good home inspector, and listen, I follow home inspectors and they're very, very meticulous. Now, a good home inspection is now going to be somewhere from $800 to $1,200, but the real good ones, they're almost close to like $2,000 to do the home inspection for your home. And it only takes one little small tool like this to inspect your siding. Now, obviously, if it's wood siding, you won't know. Or hardy siding, you won't know. But if you have vinyl siding, he takes this little tool, he goes underneath the siding, pulls away the siding, and then he can see if there's insulation and he can see if there's any house wrap. Then he puts it down and then he hits the vinyl siding and it'll clip right underneath and you did an inspection. Obviously, in that process, you're taking pictures, right? That's what a good home inspector will do and save them money and time and headaches in the future. So let me know in the comments who is to blame, the builder, the inspector, or the home inspector. So you may be saying, Junior, you're to blame. Why? Because you're telling the client to change all the plywood. No, the reason why we're telling the client to change the plywood in order to achieve a good warranty for their roof and their siding, and they have no worries. So if something would happen in the future, the warranty will be able to absorb any damages because we installed it according to the manufacturer codes.